Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Ender Magnolia. We are still in the biological research facility, which we basically completed last time. We encountered Gilroy for a second time and kicked his butt. And we have, well, the final major ability, as far as we know anyway. The final thing that was preventing us from getting pretty much everything that we didn't get yet. Although, honestly, this one seems like it might be a little bit tricky to get because I have to stop my flight perfectly right on top of that, right? After flying from all the way over here, so that's going to be interesting. Looking forward to that. Everything else should be pretty straightforward, just a matter of getting to the point where you need to start your flight from. Anyway, so that's the thing that we're going to be starting with today, is cleaning up all of these various bits and pieces before, well, I guess looking for the actual way to enter that upper stratum. It's not through here. I guess this is just going to be a shortcut back from there eventually. So my best bet at the moment is that we're probably going to enter it from here, because we did need the ability to continue, well, to fully explore this room, break through here, and yeah, that's really the only way that could potentially connect to an area that's situated up here in this empty space. Anyway, before that, we have a couple more things to do, and I have actually been doing a little bit in between episodes. First of all, I guess I want to point out that we're apparently standing in front of the Great Orb of Intellect, which is just a fantastic name for this. I mean, cool looking, but otherwise not particularly important, seemingly important background object. So that's one thing. And then I have actually been doing some fragment farming by refighting past bosses. In fact, let me just show you. So, after so handily disposing of Gilroy the second last time, I went ahead and fought him like 10 more times or so. However, I only defeated him once, because, yes, it turns out that either I was just being overconfident, or, you know, due to my recent victory, or I was just too focused on trying to be clever and trying different things instead of the tried and true formula, which is what ended up, you know, I basically ended up defeating him when I did the exact same way that I, well, did when I originally defeated him, which is by staggering him a bunch, using Eviscerate a lot, and, you know, not parrying his attacks. I tried doing that, and it just didn't really work out for me that well. I mean, the problem is, when you mess it up, he just deals a ton of damage. Like, I was dying all over the place just because I thought I could survive another hit, and then I just couldn't. So, yeah, he just hits really hard. So dodging is definitely the way to go for me. It seems way easier. Anyway, I did end up defeating him eventually, and he gave me 800 fragments. Which made me wonder if that could possibly be worth it. I mean, if you could get consistent at it, sure, maybe. But then I looked at other bosses, and then I thought, wait, Velnest, completely stationary, didn't seem too tough the first time around. I mean, maybe more of a mini boss than a proper boss. Well, I guess it's one of two bosses, right? Velnest and Velgrind, one of two bosses of the factory area. Well, Velgrind was definitely a lot tougher, a lot more difficult to deal with, but it's technically a high-level boss. So I just went in there, and I guess I'll just show you. Because, you know, we also have this ability, as you may remember. And this boss is perfectly stationary, just like our friend Lorna. Maybe I could have deployed her a little bit further, a little bit lower to the ground, so she would also damage those enemies that keep spawning. But, I mean, the thing is, does it really matter? And yeah, I realized that I didn't heal in time, and I had my thing activate, but I mean, look at this. Yeah. I didn't lose a single time, and I think I killed this thing. I could probably do the math to figure out exactly how many times, because it turns out, well, this is basically free. You can die, sure, if you're really careless, but even then, it doesn't take very long at all. And no, we're not going to retry again. And it gives you, not 800, but it gives you 500. And, I mean, just for the sheer difference in difficulty and also time required, because, you know, even if you can not manage not to die against Gilroy, it just is going to take longer than this, especially with the you know, deploy Lorna strat. Yeah, it's definitely way more efficient and definitely way easier. So if you want to farm fragments, I can't see for the time being any other boss that could possibly be more desirable for that effect. Anyway, I did kill it a bunch more times, to the point where it definitely felt like I was just bullying it. And well, I have over 10,000 fragments, which is still, I mean, it's a lot, but it's not going to allow me to unlock, you know, more than maybe 3 of these after I'm done unlocking everything else there might be. So yeah, you do need to do a lot of grinding or find some kind of way to get a lot more fragments out of a victory than I currently can, assuming that Gilroy II is, you know, the most rewarding, is the refight that gives me the most fragments. Obviously, I didn't try them all, and it doesn't show you beforehand, unfortunately. So, and you know, but I assume that he is obviously the highest level boss that we currently have access to. So, presumably he gives the most. Anyway, yeah, we'd have to find a much more efficient farming method to make that feel worthwhile. Either way, we have the aquatic type of these. Yeah, that's what I thought. Obviously, everything gets its own entry, so why wouldn't these? A test subject equipped with an arcane instrument that allows it to breathe underwater for extended periods. It can remain submerged, but the water pressure makes it difficult for its large body to move freely. Yeah, like, I mean, it doesn't seem particularly well suited for underwater combat. And yeah, makes sense, actually. I mean, those are by far the easiest version of those enemies. Much less dangerous than their on-land counterparts. Child test subject. Oh, they're specifically children? Yikes. Discarded bodies of test subjects from the biological research facility. They appear too frightened to pose any threat, with some unable to move or only drag themselves along the ground. Oh no. Don't make me feel bad about killing them. I had no choice. Well, I guess technically I did, but... Aggressor. A combat homunculus designed to spar with Nola and help improve her prowess in battle. Following her creation, Nola trained with the aggressor on a daily basis before she was allowed to venture beyond the premises. Most of the upper stratum remains unaware of the existence of Nola or the aggressor. Right, okay, so yeah. Right, the Reaper of Homunculi, right? That was her title. Her nickname. Because she was specifically constructed and trained to be an assassin, to assassinate the leader of House Frost. Armed form? Okay, yeah, he just has a much bigger sword, and he has those extra little swords on his back that he uses to fling at you, right? Okay. After he turned mutant, it became increasingly challenging for Gilroy to sustain the barrier, requiring him to regularly change his parts and equipment to slow the blight's effects. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess his intentions are noble, but obviously, yeah, he's also very much gun mad from the blight. Captain of the... Right, that's still the same entry. I guess we just got this for his... Yeah, for the flying animation. Okay, sure. And now we have... Okay, we actually have a decent amount, but yeah, just enough for 3 more unlocks. So let's just keep going in order of appearance. And here we have Lorna. Okay. Oh, and there we even have Abelia, who we've never really had a chance to take a good look at. She's only appeared like... There's never been a full-on, you know... Like in any of the cutscenes where she appeared. Well, 1 or 2, I suppose. We've only caught glimpses of her. They made it very mysterious somehow. Maybe she's gonna appear in a more prominent role. But, I mean, I suppose she's been long dead, so it will only be in the form of some sort of flashback. Oh. Wait. Okay, these are just various House Frost machinery, I suppose. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can see the similarities in design. Pretty cool stuff. And... okay, some more Luisach and other... no, actually just students, right? Those are the human attuner students, or sorcerer students, actually. And not the teacher bots. Right, they're gonna be here, actually, along with the knights and researchers. Okay. Then here we have Lars, Garm, the owls, and Hati. And here we have Raybolg, with and without helmet, maybe? Interesting. And Lilia, maybe? Presumably? White-haired, tall, blue cape, yeah? Seems about right. Okay. Kind of, well, we're gonna unlock them. Sooner or later. At least these next couple ones. I don't know about all of those, or all of the environmental art further down the list, because that's just, yeah, that's just gonna take so many fragments. Definitely would want a more efficient way to acquire those. Anyway, let's start the cleanup, shall we? 11 minutes in. Ooh, I might not even be able to do it. Which isn't a problem, of course. You know, it takes however long it takes. Can we actually grab this? Yes. Well then. This should just do the trick. Nice. You even clean the wall that you land on. Relic Echo Device. That looks interesting. Increases damage dealt by primary abilities. Wait a second. Primary. So just my default attack? Nola? I guess, what other primary attacks do we have? We have Nola and we have Raybolg. And that's it? The others are all classified differently, right? An arcane instrument that was in development at the biological research facility. Work on it was halted while it was still in the prototype phase. Originally intended to augment an attuner's capabilities, Homunculi ceased further development following a dispute with House Frost. That seems amazing. Oh, right, I also did not actually swap back to my proper equipment, which I of course changed again for the boss free fights. Yeah, but... okay, so for this set specifically, let's see here. That's 5, okay, but, I mean, that just straight up increases... well, okay, it's only primary abilities. Right. But that is a decent chunk of the damage I deal. Maybe more so in regular exploration than in a boss fight, where I'm also going to be using my arts and, well, all of my abilities. But it's still going to play a role, right? And the thing is that I did equip Kane's Ring, but it's actually not really doing that much. I mean, for most attacks it heals 0 or 1 hit point. Like, right, we established that, yeah, according to the math, the very straightforward math, you need to deal at least 200 damage for it to heal 1 hit point. Anything below that doesn't heal you at all. And I guess then you probably have to go, depending on how the rounding works, you might have to deal up to 400 damage in an attack to even heal for 2, which, you know, it's not that much. Even for really big art hits, I only saw my health bar move up. You know, I didn't see the exact number, but I mean, what would it be? Like I've seen, for example, Yalvin's art hit for over 2,000, just over 2,000 damage at one point, which is nice, but that's like 10 damage healed, right? 10 HP healing. So it's not great. So obviously, I'm going to replace that with just straight up 15% damage to my base attack, and that's before any upgrades. I'm assuming I can upgrade this to 20%, which, you know, seems pretty good. For set number 2, which I can't look at right now, I don't know what I would replace there, but I'll think of something. I can see that. I can see myself fitting that in there. Right, so that's that. It completes this. I mean, yeah, this has to open from the other side. And here we want to... oh, actually, probably... yeah, actually, that's convenient. Drop all the way down from here. And just basically do this. Hopefully there's no slight bump in the floor anywhere. Oh. Or if there is, we actually continue our flight just fine. Oh yeah. That's convenient. Huh, nice. And that's another magic vial. Okay. And that completes almost all of this area. Wonderful. Well, next up, we'll just continue with the closest area that isn't complete. We want to... Well, yeah, I guess we can just swap this out immediately. There you go. And for set number 1, let's see. We actually have the points, basically, to exchange whatever we want for that extra damage. I mean, I guess I could go without this. The Helix Crystal is going to provide... Yeah, that provides very solid health recovery just during exploration. We're definitely going to be keeping that. Damage to staggered enemies. I suppose not super necessary on, you know, on normal mobs. Especially if we can just straight up deal 15 or maybe after an upgrade 20% damage to everything. The extra damage to staggered enemies, I think, is most relevant in boss fights where we want to maximize, you know, the times we stagger them and then just go all out on them. Normal enemies will just die pretty quickly no matter what. Yeah, I think so. I mean, unless I want to give up on... Well, actually, I might be okay with giving up on this. We did unlock the final shop upgrade, so what's in there right now is all that we're gonna have. And it's not like we're not gonna be getting any materials, we're just gonna be getting less. So, you know what, yeah, I think we might be okay. Yeah, there are those 20, or I guess at this point only 18 more vials to buy, but apart from the fact that I don't really need that much more capacity to begin with, I don't know that I necessarily need to buy those all, or want to buy those. And, well, we'll see. If I reach the end of the game and somehow feel like buying every last item from the shop, and I don't have enough money just naturally, I can always try to think of ways to farm if I really feel that interested in it. You know, for now, I think I'm okay. We're definitely going to look into upgrading this, but I suppose we can keep going. Hold on. We can keep going for a little bit longer. Equip abilities, actually. Right. Yeah, so Gravity Field was super useful in that particular boss fight, for sure. But as for, you know, regular exploration, I guess, yeah, we're just gonna go back to good old Munin. Yeah, it feels like, honestly, we don't really need Lunar Manifestation anymore. Between Rocket Jump and now also the vertical... Nope. Horizontal boost. What's it called? I don't know. The flight. It seems like we don't really need to use this ability anymore. And if we do, you know, that's fine. I want to try something here. Yeah, actually, if we just fly across from here... Oh, I hope I don't hit that thing. No? Perfect. That's extremely convenient. Thought it might be a minor pain to get to that little ledge there. Having to deal with enemies along the way. Ugh, imagine that. Nope. What? Oh, cutscene. I guess this used to be Cain Milius's office? What's this? Documents on the Empyrean Parasol. Oh, okay. By drawing magic from the land of origin, the Empyrean Parasol is capable of emitting an unceasing magic barrier. Precipitation particles that fall from the barrier serve as fuel for all homunculi, allowing them to operate without the need for magicite as a power source. Continuous operation of the barrier requires the presence of Cain Milius or a homunculus replica of him, aka Gilroy. Gilroy has been tasked with this duty at present, but a successor must be readied in anticipation of blight deterioration. Right, but then Cain actually died and no replacements were produced or something. It's about the barrier. The Empyrean Parasol was constructed to ward off the Reign of Death. The barrier draws its magic from the land of origin. It looks like there's a key inside. Oh? Milia's Lord's Mark. That looks like the counterpart. Well, actually it looks like the exact same, just a different color as the key that we got from Lorna. A piece of the key that grants entry to the upper stratum. A key that was made prior to the rivalry between the Milias and Frosts. It allowed its bearers passage through the upper stratum in secrecy. Okay. If we put the two halves of the key together, we should be able to gain entry into the upper stratum. I believe this room was used by Cain, the Lord of House Milius himself. Yeah, that's what I figured. Nola, is something the matter? No, nothing. I was merely thinking. Thinking what? Reach the upper stratum administrative district. Yes. Are you gonna get any more specific? Nope. I mean, our goal just changed from reach the upper stratum to reach the upper stratum administrative district. Okay, thanks. I mean, obviously, the key is not going to open this door here, because that clearly has a switch, so, yeah. We'll probably just find a door that this key opens, or these two keys together. Yeah, we still have them as two separate things. Yeah, we're probably going to just find a door that opens with that over here, presumably. Anyway, one more thing to do in the factory, and it looks like... yeah, we're probably going to be starting from there, so it should be pretty easy to reach from here. Get absolutely wrecked. Oh, actually, we just should be able to fly from here or something? Somewhere around here? Well, I guess that works. Wait, yeah, pretty much. Okay, we can't cling to that. That should hopefully do the trick. Might be a little bit too low. Oh, that would be awkward. No, I think we're good. Perfect. Special alloy core. Okay. Don't remember what that's for, but that's fine. Factory complete. Only one more thing to do here. Well, yeah, we kind of have to start from there, don't we? Unless, wait. Actually, we saw that little bumps in the floor actually pushed me upwards, but allowed me to continue the flight. So, what if I start from here? Just slide up that ramp. That roof. Maybe it doesn't work on things that are so steep, but I want to test that. Yeah, just need to fly up from here. And that's a... actually, that's not quite enough. Uh-oh, wait. Can we not do it, actually? Is it not quite... can't quite fly high enough. High enough up. Oh, this is where I would actually need number 7. Of course. You know what? No, let's just go from here. It's a bit... need to take a bit of a walk around, and hopefully it's gonna work on the first attempt, because... yeah, otherwise I'll just have to... try again, obviously. Break it all. Bye. Okay, so what height do we need to start at? As high as possible, I would say. Ooh, actually? Wait. Does that line up? It has to, right? I'm gonna start from all the way up here, or maybe even... I guess I could even cling to the side of that roof. No, but this might be good enough, actually. This looks decent. We're gonna be flying for a while. Oh, okay. Didn't hit the ceiling. Oh, No! That's exactly what I thought was gonna happen. God damn it. I almost did it too, and then I slightly overshot. But I had the right idea. Okay. That is gonna work. Honestly, I wasn't even sure if I would be able to interrupt my flight. I assumed I could. And yeah, you can just hit the jump button and it will interrupt. Of course, there is some momentum involved, as we saw. So, we'll see. The awkward thing is, of course, that, you know, I have to basically stop myself pretty shortly after that screen transition happens, so I don't get super long to react, but, well, it's gonna work eventually. Okay, through here, and then... Nope, and I did the same thing again, but this time I actually caught myself. Jesus, okay. It's an origin gem core. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. As a reward, and that completes this zone. Wonderful. Yeah, we're not gonna go there yet. We actually do have something here, and I also want to do some upgrading. Maybe talk to someone. Oh yeah, I guess we definitely want to see if we can... If the priestess is still there, if we can talk to her. And here we want to fly from... I assume from all the way over here. Oh, okay. As low as you possibly can be. And it's another core, and an area complete. Let's see here. 4,000? I mean, it makes sense. But yeah, definitely worth it. Echo device. She is still here. Okay, I mean, I can only assume that the next step has to be in the land of origin then, which makes sense. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna explore as much of this as possible. Possibly everything there is to explore before trying to find my way to that upper stratum. Because it might be possible to actually beat the game, or, you know, go to the upper stratum, defeat Gilroy, and get some sort of bad ending, because we never dealt with the problem of the Blight. But by investigating further down here, even if it's not strictly necessary, maybe we'll actually find a solution. A more permanent solution than to always have to have someone spending their own life force, basically, maintaining that parasol. Actually, are we otherwise done? Oh, wait. Well, yeah. Yeah, we are. Okay, for some reason I thought there were more of those barriers than I remembered, but I guess not. Well, in that case, down to the land of origin it is. Yeah, we definitely have this growth to destroy. Do we start from the top or go through here? The problem is, unless you're somehow just supposed to tank all the damage you take here, I just don't really see how that's gonna work, though. I mean, I suppose I could try to equip things that maximize my health and my healing amount, and just tank all of it. But in order to heal, you have to stop for so long. So you can't really maintain your underwater charge, for example, to make this more quickly. You have to stop so many times, and then healing once isn't even going to be enough. You have to stop, heal twice in a row, taking damage in the process. I mean, you saw that it was super awkward the first time I tried. That might have been with one fewer healing charges, though. So, you know what? Let's see. It might be completely unnecessary, because my theory might be correct that we will get something that just prevents all or most of the damage we take there, but I'm gonna give it one shot. Try to maximize my equipment accordingly. Let's see. Luisach, sure. Kinda like you the most out of the remaining characters. Well, I mean, that's not true. I do like our friend the Shackled Beast, but his ability not so much. Oh, wait, I actually had 2 cores. Never mind. We're upgrading you as well. Sorry, Rebel, you're not. You're just... I don't know. You exist. Wait. Did I not? Hold on. Am I dumb? Did I use some other item first? I guess so, because I definitely only had 2 of these. Okay, in that case... Okay. Now we max it out. Yeah, not quite sure what I did before. I was just not paying attention, I suppose. Do we still have anything? No. We wouldn't have anything new to unlock, I guess. Purchase all remaining items. Insufficient fragments, yeah. Unfortunately, you don't have 275,000 fragments. Or however many you would need. That might not even be too far off. In fact, that might be too little. Anyway, abilities shouldn't matter here. Relics. Well, let's go for set number 3 and see what might help here. Oh, actually, maybe... Well, there is that relic that I said I didn't really see a need for, that makes it so you start charging more quickly, including underwater. How much was that? I can almost certainly afford it. I can definitely afford it. Right, actually I might not be able to afford it. 56, it might have been only like 4,000 something? Do I really want to spend all of my remaining money on that? Let's see, what else? Faster heals. Ah, God, I don't have that either. Do I? That's also something I could buy, but I never did because I didn't feel the need for it, right? I think so? Well, in that case, maybe we can't really do as much as I thought I could. Let's go for set number 2 so I don't mess up my normal equipment. There. Did I mess up anything? No. Not yet. Okay, so maximum hit points and healing, ideally. 50 hit points, 20, 50... Maybe I can't really do it that much here either. Well, that's 50 extra hit points. Yeah, heal, in terms of heal potency, maybe I should maximize heal potency. First and foremost. With plus 40, plus 85. Minus 50 hit points. Plus 75, minus 30 hit points. Arguably maybe a bit more efficient. But also, what about armor actually? I don't know. You know what? This gives me more defense just on the off chance that defense helps with preventing damage from poison water. I really don't know that it does, but who knows? And we definitely want an extra number of heals. Well, an extra heal. Yeah. Sure, the ESP don't matter, but let's go with that. And here, I guess we just equip stats, obviously, for just a tiny little bit of extra everything. Is that going to make a difference? I doubt it. We could theoretically, I mean, in theory, we could have up to 5 heals, but I don't know that we have a means to actually get an additional heal. Or do any of the... Have we seen a totem that increases our number of heals an additional time? Like, gives us another heal charge, I should say. Oh god, horrible timing. I definitely don't want to take damage before entering that other screen, so... Okay, I need to awkwardly deal with these enemies. Okay. Oh, and then I ended up taking damage. Well, there's a flower here. That should just heal me outright, right? It did, okay. Well then. Well, we're only taking 39 damage instead of 40. Oh, okay, that triggered my thing. Heal. Heal twice. Come on. going. Heal, heal twice. Come on, come on. I don't know about this. This is gonna be tight, actually. Wait, wait. That... Oh, what? That killed me? I just got a charge back. If I... You know what? If I hadn't triggered my... Oh, that's gonna be tough to avoid, though. If I hadn't triggered my auto-resurrection ahead of time, I could have actually made it through there. Can I somehow just not kill this thing? Oh yeah, actually it doesn't deal contact damage, so... Okay. I don't know if this is gonna work, though, because... Heal? Okay. Maybe I don't double heal, I just do it like this, but that's less efficient. Yeah, because I need to stop more often. And that's gonna... No, okay, that didn't trigger it. Yeah, no, this isn't... No way is good. No, nowhere near as good. Because now I'm just dead. I won't make it anywhere near as far. Well, I mean... Okay, I just got the full heal. It's not that much further, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. So close. Heal, 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 heal. I just died. So close. If I could... I mean... The problem is that the auto-heal thing kicks in as soon as I'm below 15%, right? Not when I'm actually about to die. Oh god, well... Actually, yeah, I cannot afford to have taken any extra damage. Unfortunately, so... But I also don't want to take the time to deal with these enemies. Okay. That might have already been a bad start. I mean, it's... Actually, it comes down to one tick of damage, potentially. I'm just gonna... Oh, what? I thought I was gonna double heal. Oh, yeah. Okay, no. Is it worth it? I feel like it could almost work. Really, all I need to do is just open this... Just reach the lever. I was almost there. So close. Can I somehow... Is there any way I can reduce damage taken further? I mean, maybe, actually. Considering... Yeah, what if I can reduce damage taken? Because apparently that does work. It's not status effects. Reduce damage taken from enemies by percent. Well, it specifically says damage from enemies, though. I mean, I guess I might as well... yeah, I am at a respite, though. Okay. That's one of those little things that I wish the game did differently. Just allow me to modify my stuff without having to specifically sit down just while I'm in a respite room or, you know, physically close to a respite. Oh well, it's a minor complaint, but still. Yeah, we don't need that. Movements and jump height, I mean, maybe that helps, I don't know. This is not gonna help. None of these are gonna help. Nothing combat related is going to help at all. So... in water, pressure abilities. Cooldown, it's not gonna help. Actually, I'm gonna equip this one. Low chance of instant killing, not gonna help here. Fills SP gauge, each time an enemy is defeated. I mean, again, I'm gonna equip that for reasons. Each time an enemy is defeated, nah. Obtaining something. Reduce damage taken from... The fact that it specifies from enemies makes me really think it's not gonna do anything, but we'll see. Reduces damage taken from enemies, but increased susceptibility to status effects shouldn't matter. Sure. Sure. And this one. Yeah, nothing else should matter. There are a couple of relics that might potentially help that I would need to buy, so I'm not going to do that. Now, so I'm going to fill up my SP gauges. Just on the off chance that it does anything. Can we level up? I don't know that that helps at all. Because it doesn't affect hit points, I don't think. Taking some damage here is not a problem. Taking too much damage is a problem, actually. Okay, we actually got our bars mostly filled. Not like that. Well, gonna wait for the shield to go away. That's actually a problem. God damn it. Why did I do that? I could have just defeated it from a range. I'm just... Yeah. I mean, that's almost good enough, but... That is exactly the kind of difference in damage that might make all the difference. Unless this works. I suppose if this doesn't work, it just doesn't work. Okay, it's specifically damage from enemies, so rip. It was all for naught. It's gonna... oh, I pressed the wrong button. That's not how you heal. Just cut it as close as possible. Oh, I actually died. Okay. I thought maybe I could survive. You know, in that case, there's gotta be some other way. Unless the game really wants you to use absolutely every last tool in your arsenal to just barely be able to make it through somehow. I mean, the thing is, something ended up reducing the damage, because I'm fairly certain that the first time through there I was taking exactly 40 damage per tick, and now it's down to 39, so maybe it's just somehow our level that's factoring into it. But, yeah. Anyway, so we just go back to our regular set. That should be the same equipment. Yes, also set 1. And we just give up on this. And unfortunately that has taken so much longer. So much for giving it one shot and then determining whether it's possible. But I mean, you know, it was so close, incredibly close. I never expected that it could even be remotely that close. What am I doing? Pressing all the wrong buttons. All the wrong buttons. Has this actually drained me so much? Like, this whole experience? Oh, is this gonna be another one of those? Yeah, it is. And in order to defeat those, we want to just never stop moving. Oh, right, we also want to activate Munin. And then we just continue doing this. And it's basically free. Unless I end up getting caught like that, which is kind of lame. And then good luck getting a heal off. Jesus. I hate those enemies so much. Just better hope that you never get hit at all, or else, yeah. Trying to heal is probably going to get you killed. Or at the very least, hit again, so you need to heal again, and so on and so forth. Yay. Kill it, please? Okay, thanks. Oh, and all for an item. Is it gonna be an origin core thingy? No! Okay, never mind. It was absolutely worth it. This is the thing to upgrade Nola's scythe attack. A magic amplifier developed in secret by Homunculi. It only reacts to the magicite embedded within Nola's weapon, likely developed specifically for Nola's use. How it ended up here is anyone's guess. But it doesn't matter at all. I will happily take that. Oh, man. Oh. This pains me so much. Oh, okay, let's actually head over here. Enhance. I mean, yes, obviously. Soul Harvester gets an extra combo and just all-around improvements. And thank you, Spirit Piercer, you have served me pretty well, but now it's back to my true love, Soul Harvester. I guess technically worse damage, so maybe it would technically be worth swapping back to the Soul Piercer for bosses, but you know. We've been fine so far. Okay, anyway, let's see how this goes. Actually, how is this gonna work? Oh, okay, you fall immediately. Right, definitely gotta be ready for that. Jeez. Unless... Oh, actually, hold on, maybe you're not actually supposed to do that at all. But instead, just be smart about it. Okay. Because that might just be the perfect height. Yeah, we can grab that. If we can just... If we can't just fly underneath those stalactites in the next room, then obviously that would be so much better. Okay, we just want to grab this as low as possible. Which... Okay. Oh, no, it's still not quite enough. Hold on. Also, I think for this I actually want number 7. Just to be able to do... yeah, to do those jumps. Because it looks like we will have to do that. That seems rough, though. Equip abilities. Okay. Okay, that's as low as possible for sure. That's not going to help us fly underneath all of those things, though. No! Why didn't you go up? I definitely pressed up. But I tried pressing diagonally up again instead of just straight up. I mean, is that good enough? We'll see. Oh, it wasn't quite. Okay, I mean, if I can kind of cheese it and fly underneath the first two things, I will absolutely take that. But it looks like you really have to be at the very bottom of this ledge. Ah, not like that. Actually, you can just totally grab it like this. That looks good. We're basically not attached to the wall at all. Okay. Just gotta be ready. Yep. Okay, that wasn't it. Gotta jump first, then turn around, then... Yeah, I guess. Unless I'm somehow completely overcomplicating this, and there's a much easier way to do it, but, I mean, this seems awkward, but... I guess doable. Okay. Should be good. Come on! I fly too far in that direction. Okay, you know what? I gotta figure out how to do this anyway. Obviously, I'm gonna have to do it at least twice. That was completely wrong. What? Yeah, at some point during that swimming section, I just lost all ability to control this game. I'm just pressing buttons at random. Yeah, I didn't dash there, for example. I don't know why. Okay, there. Number 7 was still on cooldown because that doesn't reset when you die. That's nothing new. I mean, okay, that barely worked. Can I do that like 5 more times? Well, 3 more times at least. No, probably not, but we'll see. Okay, okay. That feels so awkward, though. Not happy with this at all. Nope, and definitely not when I just go in the wrong direction and have to start all the way over. Okay, wonderful. Yeah, okay. Nope, not like that. Wait, maybe, actually, wait. Have I been doing this dumb this whole time? Have I been doing it the dumb way? Because I just thought of something. What if I were to do that? That is so much better. Just don't bother with dashing and jumping at all, basically. Is that secretly just the way to go? Well, if you can do it quickly enough. Okay, that's, I mean, it's still tight. Okay, I really thought that would still be enough, but nope. No, wait. Cooldown had just come back, actually. I would have been fine. Yeah, okay. That's what you want to do, just... yeah. You gotta time it just right. I guess, at this point, armed with this knowledge, I should probably try to skip the first two again. But... I mean, in theory, this should work. Okay, wait for the cooldown. Don't be too hasty. Okay, okay. Jesus, I feel like I'm grabbing on ever more, I don't know. Ever less, rather. Ever more precipitously. Okay, good. Didn't even need to cling to that stupid thing. And of course it was just for another Origin gem core. I mean, I guess that was to be expected at this point, but man. That was rough, okay? I mean, I appreciate the challenge. And I really wonder if I could have made that easier on myself. I probably could have. I mean, I didn't equip the thing that increased my jump height however little. I guess I would have helped, you know, give me that just those extra couple of pixels maybe that would have made a difference here or there. But then again, who knows? Would it really have helped? Impossible to say, because now we're never going to have to do it again. Rybulk it is. I guess we're going to be finding exactly one more of those things to upgrade the Gust Wing. Hugin's Gust Wing that I've never really used, and I don't really see much of a use case for, to be fair. To be honest. Anyway, I mean, we got two of our absolute core abilities fully upgraded. I mean, actually three. Kind of four if you count this one. So, yeah. Hardly even really need any more upgrades. Got all that we really need. I suppose for boss fights having this fully upgraded would be nice, because it certainly has helped. I'm fairly sure that this has come in handy quite a bit. Anyway, yeah. For the time being, though, we are going to... did I teleport to the correct thing? Yes. We're going to continue from here to, well, explore as much of the Land of Origin as we can from this side. I feel like this path here has got to lead to something more than just another Origin core, right? I mean, obviously there's this really big map and everything, and, you know, something more going on here in general. So we might be able to make some more meaningful progress and finally advance or even finish the Mysterious Priestess's quest line, ending with us finally helping Lilia by ending her suffering. And maybe also finally, you know, most importantly of all, finally clearing this room the proper way, because what I've been doing cannot possibly be the intended way, although it was so close. Oh well, anyway, we'll solve all the mysteries and more next time, or, well, at some point in the future. For the time being, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.